Assalamualaikum. I'm here to share some info on art, literature, and culture done during this pandemic in Malaysia 2020. There has been much emphasis on health and economic issues that sometimes we forget. The other aspect of life which make us human. Art, literature, and culture is important to keep us going, to keep us sane. Yeah. In other parts of the world, artists and practitioners continue to contribute to the societies, keeping them entertained during these long hours of our lockdown. We need this creative aspect of us to sustain our mental and social health. I've looked at several activities around the world, and there's one that strikes me the most done in the USA, in which a zoo in Cincinnati, yeah, offered a home safari live on Facebook. Your children may be able to spend their time in a useful way by watching these home safaris online. They would record their day-to-day activities around the zoo. And people always think that when you have something free online, sometimes it works against you. But this particular zoo, the Facebook has got a donate button, and people do donate. I think in a way it would help sustain the activity online. You may also want, for art lovers, you may also want to look at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. At this time, everything is shut down, but they make some exhibitions available on video and so on. I was watching a particular piece on True to Nature on open air painting in Europe, 1780 to 1870, curated by Mary Morton. Fantastic work of art. It's so fun watching it online. Argentina, for example, on the other side of the globe, they also have their own online cultural activities. In the Islamic world, UAE seems to be far ahead. It has its own cultural majlis, which is held every Saturday and Wednesday on various artistic topics. In the UK, in Suffolk, for example, their cultural organizations organize singing, dancing, creative art work, activities for people across age. There are also reading short films about real life in Suffolk, and their experiences during this trying time. They also organize playwriting workshops. So how do we fare in comparison? To my delight, we are not doing too badly. Unfortunately, I have only access to works done in Malay and English, and if there are other activities done in Chinese or Tamil, I wish other researchers would come forward and share them with us. I was talking to a rep from the Persatuan Penyair Malaysia, Asri, who shared with me there are 5 literary activities done during this lockdown, which involve not only local poets or artists or writers, but also international poets. And, they started with Campaign Duduk Rumah online, and then that followed with other activities. But one which was done successfully was the Resensi Buku ASEAN, which received 3,500 entries. The video clips and readings are available on their Facebook if you want to look that up, under the name of the Persatuan Penyair Malaysia. They also organize readings of poets around the world, in which every at a particular time at 8:30, all pre-recorded or live readings of poets around the world will be read, will be shared on COVID-19. Actually, they specifically focus on COVID-19. The Persatuan also is working on doing a play online called Langkahan Wira. Is a patriotic piece, but this will happen after Hari Raya or so. I also check with I look up Institute Terjemahan and Buku Malaysia, ITBN, which has been organising 5 live forums on books and the importance of reading. You may want to look their Instagram at Rakan ITBN. What they do is that they record these forums every Friday at 3:30 p.m., which would last for 1 hour. There's another literary NGO, Persatuan Pemuisi Nasional, which has also been active organising online poetry. They have just done Baca Puisi Ramadan Sedunia dalam talian. About 200 poets around the world participated in this. And you may want to check their Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. About 10 countries participated in this program. Prior to this, they also observed UNESCO World Poetry Day on March 23rd. Now, the English Writing Circle, performing art artists, they have also been very active. I must thank Puan Sri Sabira Sheikh for her kind interview with me on some of the latest activities done in the industry. Masa Kini Theatre, for example, has been very active as well. And there's one particular piece that is always shared on Facebook, a work of wayang. It's like wayang kulit, but it's not quite wayang kulit. It's a variant of it, very innovative and creative. So you've got this character called Abang Mat and his wife, and always having conversation, reminding people to stay at home, to stay safe, and recording day-to-day life during this lockdown. The recent event that involved Abang Mat was his open letter to the Minister of Tourism and Culture in response to her response on, when asked what's the grand plan of the ministry, and she said probably they'll be organising singing competition, which doesn't sit well with artists because they have gone a long way. Abang Mat wrote an open letter to the minister. I would like to share this with you because it speaks for the artist circle, their grievances about how they are treated, or not getting what they should, the kind of attention they should be, the kind of attention and support they should be getting from the ministry. And Abang Mat wrote this: Dear Nancy, if you have not engaged with us at all, how can you speak for us? And how dare you air your tunnel vision when you didn't even know how to gauge the importance and value of the arts? And by the way, the arts does not only mean singing, which is what you like to do, or dancing. And competitions by your ministry, we have moved very far from that, my dear. We have evolved into a vibrant and original, classy, full of talented performers who have for a long time produced magic on stage. The experience of this is priceless, but then you will not know this because you hardly watch any local production, do you? Nor would you understand truth, catharsis, and that sort of thing, would you? And oh yes, did I mention classy? Yes. Please do us all a favor. Look at the numerous posters our industry has produced over the years. Maybe your designers too will learn a thing or two. In these uncertain times, when so many of us depend on work which does not pay PF or so, even if you're a full-time actor. It would be moot to meet us to understand our predicament. The novelty of live streaming and YouTube performances is wearing thin. We need real money to continue our work so that by year end, the vibrancy of our performing arts industry can be restored. This means you need to dig in and challenge us to produce works that will be performance ready by early next year. So this will give your tourist guide somewhere to take their guests to. Sincerely, Albamat. I look up the website of Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. The name is perfect, but you look at the activities or concentration of the ministry, there's none on arts and culture. A lot of emphasis on tourism. In fact, there has been a huge chunk of budget allocated to promote tourism. Special fund under SME Bank to help entrepreneurs to expand tourism products, services, and acquisition of tourism business and assets. The fund size is ringgit Malaysia 1 billion, but there's no structured allocations for arts and literature. This is quite surprising. We should look at the experience of our neighboring country, Singapore. They have established this National Arts Council as early as 1991, or as late as 1991. It's quite late also. But it's done. And the role is to oversee development of arts in Singapore under the purview of Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth. NAC provides grants, scholarships, awards, and platforms for arts practitioners, as well as art education and programs for the general public. We have been talking about this for so long, but nothing. We have not seen it implemented. Is there a blueprint for cultural policy? A clear one, for literature and art. We are so divided. You put it under different ministries. There's no one-stop center. So it's quite difficult to plan and to strategize, to see development of this industry, which actually can generate a lot of income because it's so wide. In Singapore, when a report on status of various aspects of arts in Singapore was tabled by the then Deputy PM, Mr. Ong, the aftermath of that report was the birth of National Arts Council and National Heritage Board to spearhead the development of arts in Singapore. So this helped organize and supported arts and culture activities showcasing local talents. The downside is, of course, you're controlled. They do not fund scriptless art forms. Theatre is out, theatre and performing arts, because it's hard to censor when you don't have anything in writing. We don't want such a control should we have one in Malaysia. I don't think that creative processes should be controlled. It would beat the purpose of doing art. A free country for me is which is allowed to express itself artistically, because through this medium we can educate our people in a very intellectual and artistic manner. You want that refinement in society. Kita tak nak mengeluarkan society yang tak berbudaya dan berfikiran gangster. Art is supposed to humanize you, to make you more sensitive and sensitive and sensible. So I would be giving some links to show what other activities are done by this group of creative people. There are also, those who do dance exercise, all geared towards lockdowns, to help us cope. So I hope Malaysia, especially the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Literature, to look at or to review its goals and aims, to promote the field. Thank you very much.